Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
This podcast just happening without expected was amazing because we just have like a great time doing the tour in the hub, and then we just start to talking a little bit about the life, about the mission, about what are we doing here in Wise Hub. And we definitely just decided, say, let me talk with Natinho and see if he's available to do, like the podcast. And he say, let's go. And then I ask you that if you are welcome to go to came to the podcast right now, and inclusive like we just talk like 10 seconds or 20 seconds before starting, like what are we gonna talk, what the topic that we're gonna talk. I say let's talk about Wise Hub, let's talk about what we just spoke for the last 20-30 minutes. And yeah, so be welcome here to Wise Hub. And I definitely want to you share about your life, about everything, and about how you feel with your professional life and your human life as you have like a amazing purpose in life to helping people. So yeah, be welcome, guys, and it's with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Diogo, for having me here at Wise Hub. Well, it's just amazing to be here because I was not expecting what I've seen. And wow, I'm just so impressed, really, because there is a lot to explore, a lot to do, besides that you're doing already a lot. So yeah, I was very happy and surprised, and of course that I want to be part of this project because what you're doing here is absolutely amazing, and I
Awesome.
just want to thank you so much for the experience and for your time of presenting me the project. And of course, I totally bought it because it's just very, very impressive. Thank you so much.
That's so good because like every day that we're receiving people every week, people came here to see, understand. So introduce a little bit about yourself, your name, and what you're doing, and to share with the people because I'm pretty sure because we're talking for the last 30 minutes, the big heart you have and the big knowledge you have that definitely is part. I know like that we just spoke like a couple minutes ago. God just unit, propose with people. And this is what the kind of thing I want to share a little bit about your life.
Okay, so I will start by my name. My name is Ana Paula Rovida. Of course, I'm from Brazil. I've been living abroad for about 15 years now. Yeah, I started my professional life in the financial market in banks, but
Awesome.
then I made a big turn, and now I am a therapist. I've studied a lot of different currents and different masters techniques, but my main expertise at the beginning of my career were in psychoanalysis, but then I dropped it because I made a big move to Switzerland, and I started exploring other paths, other possibilities, and now today I work with sound therapy. So it's a very involving and passionate area because, as we were speaking before, with all the science that has been discovered from quantum physics, there is a lot of the science of sound
I love
that
that.
it's being explored in terms of frequencies and vibration, and nowadays we have something like sound therapy that can be completely proven scientifically. So it's very nice to have a different field of inquiries and research. And as there are so many people that spoke about sound, like Tesla or even Einstein, and we know that there is a lot still to come in terms of the sound and frequencies and vibration. And yeah, so now I am totally inside of this area, researching, investigating, and I'm just opening my center here in London,
Awesome.
in Fulham. It's gonna be a beautiful place to explore this area, sound as a healing process. And yes, I'm so excited to bring it up, and maybe who knows, bring this experience here to Wise Hub, and yeah, share
Wow.
with people.
This
Yeah.
is really good because look how crazy is life, I just uploaded a video yesterday as I show you, I told you that, if you are in the right place, in the right time with the right energy, opportunities and people start to coming around you. And
Absolutely.
this is the energy, this is the frequency, this
Yeah,
is
a
the
hundred
vibration.
percent, a hundred
And
percent. Yeah.
I definitely I will be here more to hear about that, because as I say, no, Wise Hub, it's we have like two premises, that's going together. One is people, and the second one is accessibility.
Yeah.
We have here in Wise Hub something very special, because we want to help people. We always say like, after 10 people, 8 people are not doing what they really love or what they really like. Even more the foreign people that's coming to United States or coming to United Kingdom and other countries in Europe, and they don't know what they're gonna do, and they starting for the first step, like going to the cleaning, going to construction, going to the delivery, because it's the like the fast process. But since the people coming to the Wise Hub, doesn't matter what their condition, we have like an academy here that right now we have more than 100 people that they have like a social media academy that they know they learning everything about the social media, the uploading the video. Like right now Natinho, he's one of the guy that he's starting here, and right now he just who is the guy that control all the spot in the podcast. So he just came, like newbie, without no knowledge, nothing. But right now he take care about the podcast. He doing the videos. He doing the edition about everything.
I hope
And
he's gonna take care of me too.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna come to make my podcasts here with you.
you see, like life is just like
Absolutely,
this.
yeah.
Because if you are in the right place with the right people, emanating, I don't know if you say in English, emanating this energy, this frequency, things starts to happen like without you expect.
Absolutely.
I say one of nice phrase, nice quotes like, God, the universe, and the everything is going to conspire in your favor.
Absolutely.
Because if you put the right thing in the field, in the earth, good things will get back for you.
Yes.
So this is
because
one of the
now
things.
it's exactly this is science. That's what quantum physics is. There for us to understand, because it's vibrational. We vibrate together with the same vibration. So you're here. That's what I told you half an hour ago. When we get inside of this space, we don't know what is it, because like me, it was my first time here. I didn't exactly know what I was feeling, but I just got inside of the space, and immediately I felt, I want to come here. I want to be here every week, because it's such a great environment. You feel it immediately. So
Yeah.
that's it. You are just putting out, emanating so many intentions, so many. I don't know. That's what I said. You're fomenting. You're just putting out so many ideas and possibilities that we want to be part of that. It's just so beautiful to see that when there's a bunch of people together really willing to do something, yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing, because like a couple hours ago, I was in a meeting with Sandro, and I said about one of the founders and one of the main guy, like Junior, because Junior is a guy that if you spend time with him, you felt like so calm, so pure, so like you want to be in his side, because his energy, his person is something totally different.
Yeah.
And this is so powerful also, because this is about Junior, but this could be for all of us.
Of
We
course
just
it
have,
is.
like as a diamond, because
course.
all of us, remember one time, guys, like we are in that world as a winner, because
Yes.
remember, it's million of sperms, and we are who's definitely win this race.
Absolutely.
And we are here to show to the world how powerful you are.
Yes.
But of course, in the middle of the process, we have a lot of things happening, because the society, the friends, the family, and the people around that it just can make us be another part. But we are already the winner. We born winner.
Yeah.
But what is crazy is because if you not choose the right environment,
Yes.
the right place, definitely your potential as a diamond, they died, and you
Yes.
not process what you have. It's for that reason, as a recommendation, you choose the right person, the right place to be, because this is gonna drive you, your life, professional, spiritual, relationships, and family, everything, to help you to be like another level. I not talk about money, I talk about yourself.
Yes.
Because since you put that energy in the world, you're gonna start to attract everything nice in your life. And
Yeah, but we have, you said, we are already winners, and it's true, but we have to get that medal. So one thing is being
I like
a
that.
winner, and the other one is getting the medal. Sometimes, it takes a while until we learn the path to get that medal. So it's not very easy, because when we are kids, when we are babies, when we are young, we don't choose the family that we're in.
yep.
And we don't choose the environment that we will be put in. And we have to deal with that. And what we know is that not every environment is the same, not every family is the same, and not every kid or every child experience the same thing. So there are lots of emotional wounds that are created when we are little kids. And then to become this winner that we all want to become, because we know internally that we all have the potential and get that medal, it takes a lot of personal work in order to get rid of all these memories and all these experiences we have been through, and find again this spark of, of the winner that there is inside of us. So finding the spark again is the path of life. So it takes a while, it takes some work, it takes a lot of willingness, and, just some people don't have, some people have. So it means that some people will end up getting their medals, and some people maybe not. But this is the free choice, right? Everyone here is in hold of a free choice. And the thing is that when there is people like you guys, or even like me, because I also have a nice project and I'm also
Awesome.
doing nice stuff. So when there are people like us, for example, we help other people during this path to go and get what they have to get, what they want to have. So we help them to reach this medal, and finally to put this medal in their chest and say,
That's awesome.
okay, I made it, I got it, I know I could, and I got there.
And like how powerful is that? Because I never did this analogy in life, but this is true. Because if you start to move your path, or be curious, or talk with people, and be around in society, in places that right now we're spending that time together, and you just level up a little bit about my unconscious mind and about my life. Because I always say to everyone, like, the level of conscience is depend about what you want to learn. Right now we talk about something that I definitely never understand, not understand, but never did analogy about that in life. Because we born as a winner, millions of possibility have, but we was the winner. But life is hard. It's not hard, it's easy, but we make the life hard.
It's
And
just
at the
tricky,
same
I
time,
think.
exactly.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's tricky, because we are forced to live in different environments. And even if you think about our body, the cellular, the cells, think about biology. Whatever environment you give to your cells, they will react in a different way.
Definitely.
So if you think about the microscopic world, the quantum world, and if you think about the cosmic world, the whole universe, it's everywhere is the same. It depends on the environment. Whatever you've been exposed to, you have to deal with that. So this is the missing link, So this is what I think it's beautiful. You guys and me in my profession, we are the missing link. So we are there to unite these things and help these people to cross the bridge and get what they have to get, help go there and get what belongs to you. And this is the beauty of this project, and this is also the beauty of what I do, of my project, and so many people around the planet that are here to help other people. So
And this is so powerful why was her born. because since we start realizing like every day, every week, coming people, bringing projects, bringing ideas, and not only that, they looking to be connected with people like us because they know that they need something more. They know that they need like just a push, as we just spoke like a couple minutes ago. Like everyone in life just need like okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And if you are definitely choose the right path, the right place, you definitely will know that some great stuff is gonna happen. We see here all the time. I'm definitely trying to talk with people, understand what are they doing, like what's having their hearts, because if you really going for the first principle, two principles we have here, people and accessibility, you start to realize that people just need to be understood. And I know that sometimes it's easy to talk theoretically talking, but sometimes we're not using that in our life. I say because sometimes in my relationship, like with some friends, with any other place, we forgot sometimes because it's easy to try to understand the other part, but sometimes we forgot. Of course, we are human. But is that same thing we just spoke a little bit also about Tony Robbins, about the decisions. Every time you like crossing borders, crossing like challenges that's make you more capable to enjoy more things. And you definitely like crossing a border of the fear, crossing a border of I don't know if I'm going to do that, but if you like doing that all the time, for you it's gonna be easily to get decisions to do and to move for the next step.
Yes.
And life, it's all about this moving action all the time, moving your next step. What's the doing that I have to do? So
Yeah, but I think that what we have also spoken before is about the safe space. Because some people, they want to, but they cannot. Because if you don't have a safe space, you cannot move because you're so full of fear. And fear is the most paralyzing emotion that we have in the planet. So when we are full of fear, we just cannot move. Even if we have people around us that are trying to push us, and bring us, we cannot move because we are really, really embedded in fear. So we are so much afraid. And what you said before, that sometimes in our relationships we have difficulty in reacting and applying all the concepts we know. It's also because we all have emotional wounds. And when we are inside of our own emotional wounds, we cannot react properly because this part of us needs healing. So when we are inside of our own wounds, there's no way of applying all the concepts we know because we are not, it's like a blind side of us.
Wow.
So we cannot react with all the knowledge that we have because this part of myself needs healing. So that's why so many relationships and so many partnerships, they are so difficult. It's because sometimes people have the same kind of wounds in the same places and they are always trying to compete to see which one is going to get healed first,
Yeah.
And I need this person to heal me and he needs me to heal him. And at the end of the day, we just heal ourselves. So yes, it's difficult sometimes, but
And I want to take, like you said about the blind side. I would want to talk about the accessibility, because
Yes.
Wise Hub born with that purpose, like people and accessibility. We won an award in 2021 with the best startup of technology in the world, in front of Google, in front of Facebook, just because we create like the first include touch in the world. And what do we want to do with that? This place, this space, and everywhere around the world, we want to democratize, the teaching, the learning, and the knowledge about everyone. Because as I just spoke, a couple minutes ago, the market of the deaf people worldwide is more than 500,000,000 people in the world. This is right now these numbers, but this number is gonna be higher. When you put like the blind people, the same thing. I just make like a research and study, and the accessibility market for 2050 is gonna be more than 3.5 billion people in the world. Because when we talk about accessibility, it's not only for the deaf or the blind people. It could be like for the oldest one, or for the person that don't can hear like it properly, at the same time for the people that can see properly. But since we just developed a technology that everyone could be access for anything, about books, magazine, like movies and stuff like that, we definitely create a word that is the real inclusion. Because the inclusion right now in the world, the people always say about black matters and also of the LGBT, all this stuff. But the real inclusion they forgot, because
Absolutely.
today it's easy for the companies just pay a fee to say, look, I don't want to like a blind people, or I don't want like a deaf people in my company. So they just pay a fee to not have this kind of person. But what is they don't know is because people that don't have like the sixth sense or all the things in their life, they are better than a normal human.
Of
Even
course.
even more now, because we are full of technology, we are full of notifications, and we don't have like our total focus. When you have like properly, you have like a just finalize here that time, because we have a big case with a blind guy that he used to, like, he received accessibility to work in a factory, but he just make like 1,500 monthly.
Okay.
But he felt a little bit more, like helping something.
Okay.
But he just a blind man. When they came for our academy, he started to learning about code. And
Okay.
so this is what we're doing for companies all around the world. And after a couple months, he became like a professional coding.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, right now he's working in the biggest bank of all Latin America, Itaú from Brazil, and he's making like from 1,500 monthly. Right now he's make 10,500 monthly.
It's
So
incredible,
he's
isn't it?
definitely felt like a real normal person, and also not only
But
that,
but he is, right?
exactly,
He is a normal person. He just have one difference.
and he having
But
a
different
new
is good.
skills, a new skill.
Different is good because you bring new skills.
Yeah,
Different is perfect,
just
isn't
like
it?
that. Yeah.
So, just coming back to the safe space, this is what a safe space can give to someone. So, you are a safe space.
Yeah.
So, just because you are safe and you give space to people, they can become the winners and get their medals.
Yeah, definitely.
This guy is the most beautiful example. I'm gonna get my medal. He just got it, but
I like
you were the missing link. He needed a safe space to prove himself capable, so you just gave them.
And just realize that every company in the world that they have like academy, that they have like our technology, because our purpose here is to provide for any company around the world. They have that technology for these accessible people. But when we talk about accessible people, is for that deaf people, blind people, and people that don't have like 100% of, like for the hear, the ear, and for the eyes. But the same thing for everyone, like what we have here in the Wise Hub. Right now we have more than 100 people that they are regular people, but someone's in different spots of their life, but they have like, academy learning about social media, about how to edit videos, how to pitch, as a sales, to get like one new client for manage their social media. And
Yes.
since we start to realize that these people right now easily can have like extra 500 to 1,000 extra in their pocket in the final of the month. Like yesterday, we start to training like 3 people that was choose for to learning about doing websites. So
Yes.
in a couple weeks, these 3 people is gonna be allowed to selling, a website for everyone to make at least 700 to 1,000 to 1,500 more, like only to do like a website. But 2 months and a half ago, they didn't have like these skills, and so this is what we're doing. So to properly for everyone, all this is for free right now. But what do we want to do? Like your company, and any other company could have all this in their companies, because if you realize your employee is gonna be level up his conscience, he definitely gonna be like more prepared, more confident, and they back home and gonna be like very satisfied
Yeah.
with
But
his life.
the issue about it's also it's consciousness, of course it is. But you know, I think that accessibility is also a lot about of education. So
Yeah,
nowadays in our world, if you don't have proper education, you are closed many doors. So the fact that you are proposing free education to so many people, this is really accessibility, because then through education you just empower yourself. You
yeah,
feel that you're capable, and then you go out there in the market and you prove yourself. So really this is such a gateway. So education is a way of offering people open doors to belong to this world, because this is also a question of belonging. Because when people have no education, they are not productive. And when you are not productive, you are not seen by society. You are completely unseen. So what you're giving through this education, through this accessibility, is these people are now seen. They have a value. So they're valued and they know that. So that's why they go from 1.5K to 10.5K, because they have been through a process that have shown them how good they are. And this is the job we're making. So it's great. It's
and
amazing.
this is so amazing because we talk in that every day. But when we start to hear for people that was touched their lives, what are we doing? What is our purpose? That war is enchanting the people. This is amazing because we see here like every day,
Yeah.
like when you see like more than 100 people that 2 months and a half ago they're just like doing their lives automatically, but right now they have like a new challenge, they have a new skills, they have a new people that they met. Like right now I met you and I definitely was enchanting about everything you said. And I say like, I'm this kind of guy and I'm this kind of people that I want to learn more. I'm going deeper a little bit more about, the vibration. I will try to check more about that because I know that life is like this. But many people just hear, but they not realize how powerful could be that, because this could change their life completely in all
Yes.
aspects. Like I talk, inclusive like my grateful since like I just have my meditation for 2015, 2016. I had my meditation when I read the book Think and Grow Rich, and they have one of spot that Andrew Carnegie, he just like have his their mentors when they close their eyes, and he felt all these guys together combined with him, and he took decisions when he talked with these guys. And I'm
Yes.
doing that, and when I start to realize this kind of things, I just say, yeah, this is what you have to do, because you have to follow your heart, you have to do what you have to do, but at the same time you know the knowledge you have. So and with that you can make like things more capable for your life. And you, like, how can I say, like transbordar,
Overload.
like overload your knowledge and your heart and your feelings for the people around, because
Yes.
people will felt your energy and
Yeah.
vibration and want to say, wow, Ana Paula, tell me more about that. I want to be more on your side, I want to learn more from you.
Yeah. Yes, because this is a very cliche phrase, but it's true. Sharing is caring, right? When you share what you have, is because you care about people. So when you share whatever you have, your food, your company, your love, it's because you care about what you're doing. So yeah, it's beautiful to share, and
That's
you
great.
always get more than what you gave.
Yeah,
This
definitely.
is the beautiful thing about sharing, is that you think that maybe you get less, but at the end of the accountability you see that you got much more than what you've given. So yeah, it's incredible.
This is, like, this is law of life. you
Yeah,
know?
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so when tell me a little bit what is grateful for you? What is the feeling of gratitude for you?
Oh my God, that's a big one. Yeah. So I love your hat. It's just amazing because gratitude is really a fuel. It's something that have rescued me for so many difficult moments in my life, and it's been a long time. I learned about the power of gratitude, and what happens is that when you get really in contact with this gratitude feeling, it transforms your whole being immediately. Because if we talk about vibration, it's known now, it's proven scientifically that the feeling of gratitude brings you to your heart center, and it increases immediately your vibration. So even if you are in a very depressive moment, you are through a very hard time, you are hopeless, if you somehow can contact a moment in your life that was happy, okay, so you just go back to your memory, get this one time back then that you felt really grateful for that moment, bring that image, that memory back to your mind, and imagine that that scene, that situation is happening now. So you assess the feeling, then you give up the scene and just hold this feeling inside of you, and your day is transformed. So gratitude really, I teach my kids, because for these kids nowadays everything is just so easy, because the world is here in the palm of their hands, that they forget to be grateful for the small things. But water getting out of the sink, hot shower, simple things that we don't think about every day, but this is the most beautiful exercise of gratitude, because life is made so easy nowadays, and my grandmother didn't have that, and my kids have all that, and they don't even realize what they have. So yeah, gratitude is like is a full it's a full in itself. You can have a whole life, a whole book, a whole whatever. It's just talking about great gratitude. That yeah, I'm reading your head, and it's just a chewing gum word. That yeah, it's very effective. It's very powerful, and it's an exercise that I would say it's a whole credo. I would say religion, but religion is kind of a complicated word. So it's a whole credo. We can just fundament our lives in gratitude, and we're gonna succeed. We're gonna get the medal.
You say something, look how everything is connected. Because when I made the Grateful 365, the purpose is definitely, the fuel that we need to pump up our life every day with gratitude. We have to wake up every day. You say the first thing that you have to do is just to say thanks, Lord.
Absolutely.
And the most people forgot, because some people just say like, oh my God, it's just another day. They forgot just little details in their lives that can change everything,
Yeah.
all the perspective about everything that they're doing. And one of my desire, with this project is definitely something I want to share with the people, root in their hearts and their minds, the powerful gratitude could change their lives in 100% in
Yes,
all
absolutely.
aspects.
Yes.
And you say about religion, and my goal with that is a movement that doesn't matter. I will do one big event that's gonna be worldwide, that doesn't matter if you're gonna be Muslim, doesn't matter if you're gonna be Buddhist, doesn't matter if you are Christian, doesn't matter what religion you are. I want to be everyone unit that's with the feeling with gratitude.
Yeah.
It's like faith. Faith is a feeling.
Yes.
Faith is not religious, but
No.
people are always related faith with something religious. But since you start to realize the feeling of gratitude and the feeling of faith, you start to realize that's more powerful.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the language, it doesn't matter what religion you have. This must be something very powerful that it can change all your perspective, your
Yes.
projects, your relationship, your family, your professional career, whatever.
Yeah.
But this must be something that it can root in our life. Today, even if I'm going to be like, oh my God, I always say, Thank you, Lord. Always. I always say
Us,
that.
yeah. And you know what? I of course we are all healthy and right now we're here, but whenever we're not well, it's the first thing that comes to my mind. I just say, wow, it's just so amazing to be healthy, you know.
Yeah,
So
alive.
thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much for this body that is responding so well. Because the day that we're not well, it's just so hard to live with a sick body. So we don't think about that when we are well,
No.
but you know, as soon as we are not that well, we but we tend to start thinking, but you know, why not bringing this gratitude without the need, you know, just because it's there. You just have another day you were healthy. It may be sunny outside in London, not that much, but who cares, you know, you are healthy. So yeah. So I love this word, and I sometimes it's very hard to find gratitude because there are moments in life that we
Yeah.
really, yeah, go and
The ups
we
and
touch
downs.
our downs. But this is the exercise that I always do. I always go to the moment in life that I really recognize that I was really grateful. And then I go there and I reach the emotion. And then I bring it back to my life, to that moment. And I said, okay, okay, I know, it's true, it's true. It's just here. It's just a moment. It's, you know, it's going to go. And that's it, you know. We can always bring back a moment, amazing moment that we really feel grateful and bring to the moments that we are touching our downs, and it's gonna bring us up.
And this is just like, every day we have to brush our teeth. And if the people start to doing the same thing with the gratitude feelings in their lives,
It's becoming a habit, of course. Yeah.
and not only that, because look, you say about be healthy, feel healthy. Like, every day when you're going to sleep, like when you're going to wake up the other day, more than 1 million people did have this like a feeling to be, not feeling, but they didn't get wake up. So more than 1 million, this is statistically
Mm-hmm.
more than 1 million people in the world going to sleep, but they not wake up.
Yeah.
So if you wake up and you have breath and you have like a roof and you have everything, you just have to realize how
Isn't it
grateful you are.
enough? It's enough, isn't it? Just to open your eyes, it's already an amazing reason to say, ah, thank you. It's just great. Another day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, this is one of thing that I have in my mind, in my
Yes.
project. It's a movement that I want to share a little bit. But let's talk in that last part, a little bit about your method. About you
Okay.
have about therapy, how you help people, what people like. I always hear a lot of people that why therapists, why that. So if you want to share a little bit about your method, but at the same time, why people need something to talk with someone to talk, or how would it work?
Because, you know, remember we just spoke about we have blind sides. We have things on us that we cannot see. Because the mind turns around. It's circular. The way you think, it's very much circular. So what happens is that when you reach your blind sign, you just cannot see. It's like in the car, you know, there is a blind spot. And from that angle, you cannot see the other car is coming. So that's why we need therapy, because we need company sometimes in life to go through a path that it's very hard. So I always ask to my clients when they come to me, I say, is there any suffering? Because if you have not something, there's nothing to work with.
Yeah.
So, but if there is something there that needs to be healed, then there is a space for therapy. So the therapy is the safe space. Talking about again the same place. Is the safe space where you can look inside and you choose a person that you trust enough in order to go to that place that you try too hard to hidden, you hide this place so much. So you invite someone that you trust to go there with you and try to open this door, and then whatever needs to be healed is something that was not expressed before. So whatever we hide inside of us is one emotion that was there that couldn't be expressed. So therapy is there for that, to help all of us, because all of us, we all need, because all of us have been to experience where we were abandoned or rejected or humiliated or injustice or betrayal. We all have gone through these very difficult situations, and out of these difficult situations there is always a part of that that was not released. So what was not understood, what was not released, keeps vibrating in our energetic field.
And this is without we expected. We just
We
felt
have
like
no
it's normal.
consciousness about that. We
Yeah.
don't know that it's there vibrating. So when I spoke before, some people cannot move. It's because there are all these emotions stuck inside and around and in the field that, we live through these emotions. So all of this goes to the unconscious. We don't know that they're there, but they are. So it's the iceberg effect, we call, because we look to the iceberg, there's just this little part, and then when you see beneath, there is a lot. So so this is
And-
why we all should go and take a look.
And this is so powerful because, you can talk a little bit more better about that, about our subconscious mind, because, we just access like 5 to 10% with our brain. And we start to realize that everything, like right now, I'm a guy very sensitive, and I have all my instincts, up with the radar upping all the time. Like right now I'm talking with you and I can see like for the other side people just crossing, like, Netinho just moving the things here right now. But like how it works, the subconscious mind, even more for the people, because I always say you have to take care about what you're listening, about what you're seeing, about what you're talking, and about what you're reading, watching, everything in life, because this is make a lot of big difference in your life when you go into sleep. Because when you go into sleep is the time that your brain, your spiritual are quiet, but it's not quiet, because when you go into sleep, your subconscious mind just and so I want to understand a little bit about it.
This is kind of complex, but I'll try to, summarize the best I can. So they have different functions. So you have your subconscious mind that it's a hardware in the computer, and then you have the conscious mind that are the softwares. So if you just have the hardware, the computer is not going to work. And if you only have the softwares, it will also not work. So for you to operate, to be operative in your life, you have to conciliate, you have to put together both parts of the computer. The mind is the same thing. So what happens is that the conscious mind is the creative mind. So it's the software. It's always bringing things. Yeah. But it's in the unconscious mind that you have everything registered. So all your programs.
I love that.
So everything that you have learned from 0 to 7 years old is there. You don't remember anything. You've lost access to that. There's no memory, almost none. But it's all there. And this is the under part of the iceberg. So what happens is that what will you do with all these things that are there that you have no clue, so that your conscious mind works the way you want? Because when you get these things together, you get your medal. Okay, this is the whole story. So there are so much stuff stuck under the water that if you don't clean the area, you cannot find the path to go get your medal.
Yeah.
So just a very brief summary. That's the idea, We gotta know what is underneath in order to, for example, I don't know, all the families, they have like their own values, right? We don't say, I don't like that when we are 3 years old.
Yeah.
We just incorporate. We incorporate. But when you're 30 years old, you should say, oh, this is not for me. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, this doesn't belong. We don't even think about that. We just keep on the automatic pilot, just reproducing
Definitely.
stuff that we have got when we were like 5 years old. And we keep doing that again and again and again. So if we don't take a time to get the S word done, and move forward, we're not going to go anywhere. There's no evolution. There's no expansion. So we will keep just round and around and around, and there's no movement further. So if we bring it back to Wise Hub, what you do here is you help people to to clean up the area. So they just clean all these false beliefs. Which false beliefs? Oh, you're never going to give anything. Whatever you do, you're never going to make it. How many kids have listened that from their own parents? Lots, I don't know, millions of us have received this information from our parents, So you keep hearing that all your life. You don't know because that's the underneath of the iceberg. But when you come to a place like this, or when you come to my office, or you come to, I don't know, any other project that is there, you have the opportunity to just get rid of this stuff and say, why? Who said that? Says who that I'm not going to make it? Says who that I'm not going to do that? So this is the whole idea of the safe space, is to bring each one of us, because I'm sure that you need it. I need it. Netinho need it. Everybody needs this safe space to move further. And what do we do with the safe space? We clean. We just get rid of the old stuff that we don't need anymore. Of course that our parents, they did the best they could. Of course that society has been doing the best it can produce. But it's what we've said at the beginning. It's all about the environment. Remember? Definitely. It's all about the environment. So what kind of chemistry I am going to produce with this environment? What kind of chemistry I'm going to produce with the other environment? So it's a big difference depending what kind of, in Brazil we have so much that. We have so many different Brazils inside of one Brazil, right?
Definitely.
And you have so many different kind of people and so many different kind of possibilities coming out of these different environments. So this is it, So the therapeutic process is amazing, important. But what you're doing here is also very therapeutic in a huge scale. So that's why it's beautiful. It's because it's not 1-to-1. It's like 100 to 1. Then it's going to be 1,000 to. So, it's going to be like just a huge amount of people. It's exponential. So that's why it's so beautiful. It's therapy what you're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. When you start to sharing that right now, I just realized, because, you just came here. Carla introduced you to us, and I made a tour with you. We talked, we just connected, and now we just decide to doing that podcast without not expecting. And right now we're just sharing that love, we're sharing that gratitude, we're sharing that knowledge we have, energy, because people around the world is gonna see it. For that reason, I took the decision to say, let's speak English. My Instagram is Diogo Moreira Mindset. I'd say everything in life is about the mind. I always say other thing. Another quote is sky's the limit. No, sky is not the limit. The only limit is here.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Elon Musk is showing to the world that it's not impossible in the world. It's only about our mind and how we see the things. So, and for that reason, couple weeks, months ago, I was in a meditating, and in meditating, I just received insight.
Yes.
And from the universe, from God, and say, Diogo, start to do your contents in English. And I start to do that because, as I explained, this is like a funnel. If you're going to talk only Portuguese, you're going to touch only Portuguese people, Brazilian Portuguese language, sorry. And now I'm a guy that in 2018, I read my mission statement, and I felt, with the book, with my mentors, and they say, you're going to touch millions of lives. I don't know how or what the way, what project, what's going to be, but I have that feeling. I think
you have. Now I think you know, right?
Yeah, I know. Gratitude. I discovered my purpose.
Yeah.
Because this could be something huge.
Yes.
I'm not talking about, business startups or something. I talk about movement. I talk about feeling.
Yeah.
I talk about unity, the society, the world. because this is only, imagine like you everyone don't have like you when you say about the Wise Hub and the safe space, is like cliche what we see, what we hear, like sometimes say, like if you walking with five people, you are if you walk with five millionaire, you are the six. If you walk with five people that have big mindset, you are the sixth. This is the kind of things that you have to realize and choose what is a safe space you are. Like
Absolutely.
couple weeks ago, I talked with a wife of one of the friends here, and he say to her like, going to the yoga, he gonna give you a mentorship, like advice, and you can see what could be the best decision you can get. And when I talk with her, I give like some advice, and after that, she just say, "Oh my God, thank you." And I say, "Look, it's for that reason we are here, because I not expected all that. But since I realized God put you in the right place, because I emanate that, that energy for the world. And now I'm start to realize that Wise Hub is not Wise Hub London. It's Wise Hub Global.
Yeah.
Because if tomorrow you're going to be like in Mumbai, India, if we have like now in Dubai, we have another one like in Portugal, Spain, and other location, we start to realize that maybe they're speaking English, maybe they're speaking Arabic, maybe they're speaking in Hinduism.
Of course.
This is so huge because people that understand. I think that I can tell you the best person that did something like that in the global world was like the big fours. The Google, the Facebook, the Instagram, Steve Jobs. He just believed in something, and he definitely did what the legacy he created in life. And since we start to realize this kind of things, I talk about technology, but I talk about he believing something so huge in 1976 that Steve Jobs say everyone's gonna have a computer in his mind, in his heart, in
Who would
his
say
home.
so?
So in that time, people thought that he was crazy.
Yes.
He's just like a crazy guy,
Yeah.
rippy guy. But the same thing like happening right now at the moment with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with crazy people like us that we
Yes.
just want to wake up people that are just sleeping. They are
Yes.
alive.
But I think that this always happens with very creative people. They
Yeah.
get discredit
Yeah.
because the rest of society cannot follow these ideas. But
They
what
follow the crowd.
Yes, but this is innovation, right? Whenever
I
you
love that.
are innovative, you know that people will throw stone on you, they will criticize you, but as you said before, if this is inside of your heart and you totally believe, nothing can stop you.
Yeah.
And this is why I said this is something that we learn when we are kids. This is the power of imagination. If we are killed at this moment of our lives, if we are taught that we cannot be imaginative, that we cannot explore our dreams when we are kids, we lose our legs, we lose our arms, we lose the possibility of moving because the possibility of imagining was taken away from us. So we usually don't think about that, but this is the most beautiful tool we have. If we can imagine something, we can realize we can make it. But if we cannot, we just go nowhere.
I will take a good analogy I use in life that one is like the kids, like when we are kid or any kid like this little girl was here, yeah, we are always an angel and we have like a big like wings, and the fathers and the responsible for that kid was that put like the blocking and the limits in their minds, because these wings is for you, like fly so high, like the kids have like the creativity and all the stuff like that. But if you start to realize all these kids with this big wing and their father or their parents or the responsible ones they start to cut and say, don't do that. No, look, shut up. Stuff like that, they start to cutting. It's like just like a bird. Because if you cut one part of the wings, they can fly. The same thing I saw, and I use this analogy for the kids because some of these kids, like when they are 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, they start to be cutting by their parents and their responsible ones. And finishing that analogy, I say about the creativity by Walt Disney. Walt Disney always say like if you believe, you can create.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, when Walt Disney, if you don't watch that movie, watch again, or if you don't never watch that movie, going to watching that movie for Disney before Walt, this is very powerful because say something very special in about what he's create and Disney World. Disney, the brand is so powerful worldwide. They touch billions of life every day. And what I say, like when they create the first, like the theme park, the Disney World in Orlando, like he was, they passed away, and the CEO just got the microphone and say to everyone that's came in for the opening and say, wow, that's crazy. Like Walt Disney was really proud if he see we just opening right now. So her wife just took the microphone and say, "Hey, watch out. This is just happening because he believed first and he just make you believe together to create this for the people." So life and ideas and the projects and the dreams is just like that. You just have to believe, share that energy with other people, and this is happening just like now.
Yes.
This project just Wise Hub just born in a garage. It's not like a typical just like I say pitch to say that this born in a garage. This definitely born in a garage, and right now we're touching like those
Macintosh as
things
well.
and like in hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And this project starts to touch like thousands of people.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing.
Great.
So
Amazing.
I'm so grateful that you are here.
Oh, thank you so much,
And
Diogo. It was really a pleasure. Thank you very much.
No,
it was
we welcome
amazing.
you now, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to share like of your knowledge, your education, and everything that you already helping dozens and hundreds of people that's to coming here. And we just want to spread the word, want just to spread to make the people be really like felt are in
Touched.
the safe
Yes.
place.
Yes.
This is what we want to do. So thank you
are-
so much to
thank
be here
you.
today.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
And we welcome. Esse aqui. Bom, show de bola, cara. Bacana. Muito bom.
Amazing.